It's one thing for Bud to come into the fight and get 2 knockdowns over Shawn Porter. That's already huge. Nobody ever did that, not even Spence. Theoretically, a glove touching the mat is different from your behind touching the mat. Bud did that. Now, on top of that, for Bud to also retire Shawn Porter, ain't like they waited a couple days, they waited a week. No. Shawn came out right after the fight during the presser and said, "I'm done." Wow. That's even more of a statement. And at the end of the day, Shawn Porter, he has faced especially the top guys in the welterweight division. But at the same time, it is still fights out there for Shawn Porter. Danny Garcia already said he would like to fight Porter again. So you can also rematch Danny, Thurman. You got, well, I ain't even gonna mention the up and comers, man, because you know what, Shawn already said, you know what, Boots, I ain't fighting this kid. You know what I'm saying? Virgil, he not messing with the, you know what I mean, that rising young blood that's coming up is very dangerous in the division. He ain't messing with it. Is it so much to say that Bud is responsible for him retiring? You have to say yes, because that's the fight that he just fought. And after that fight, like I said, he didn't take a couple days to take a vacation, maybe lay down, go to sleep on it. So that leads me to think, coming into this fight, Shawn Porter was already going to retire. Now, what would have lessened the blow is if he possibly would have got the victory, or if he would have did better than what he did in the fight. Because it's a fight. You want to catch people with some shots. But if he would have got a knockdown, he would have knocked Bud down, or if you would have really hurt him, you know what I mean, and had a significant flurry that, you know what, the ref was almost about to come in there and just wave it off, you know what I mean? If he would have had a couple of those moments, it might have been different. But being as though he didn't have those moments and Bud did, that was the definitive and deciding factor in the fight. So Errol Spence and Terence Bud Crawford, that should happen next. And ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. You saw Spence leaving the ring when Bud was on the stage, you know what I'm saying? Talking about Spence need to get his tail between the legs. Look, Bud is leaving Top Rank. Whether he's going to be a free agent like Canelo, who knows? Will he sign with PBC? Who knows? You know what I mean? He might get his Triller on, you know what I mean? And do a one fight deal with Triller. Who knows? But whatever he does moving forward, it's Terence Bud Crawford's show. So now you don't have Bob Arum, you know what I mean, messing up the money, slowing things up. Because let's keep it real, Bob was just being cheap. He didn't want to put out the money. Why? I have no idea. I have no idea. Because if that's the fight that everybody want to see, that's the fight that everybody's going to go to. Whether it's pay-per-view streams or whether it's at the gate, Bob would have recouped his money. So if that decision made Terence Bud Crawford walk away from Top Rank Boxing, Bob Arum has nobody to blame but himself. But moving forward, Crawford, Spence, that is the fight to make. You know what I mean? These guys have to fight. I don't care what Bud say, talking about he don't need that fight. He's already going down in history and all that. That very well, may be. But you need to fight Spence. You have to. Win or lose, both of these guys need each other's name on their resume. I don't care what they say, and deep down they know it too. You know what I mean? How can you say that you was the pound for pound king of the division? We're not gonna mention boxing, but of the division, where you didn't fight each other, period. There's no leaving it up to the fans, critics, commentators, analysts. No, you as men and you as fighters know that you have to face each other. You know what I mean? Real shit. So moving forward, we'll see what happened, man. But Bud, he deserved to take a little break. No speculation, you know what I'm saying? There's no drama. In my opinion, it wasn't a bad stoppage. Kenny Porter knew what was going on, because like I said, if Shawn knew that he was going into this fight and he was going to retire, why put him through the punishment if you're Kenny Porter? Because at that moment, he made his trainer put that dad hat on and make a decision. Like I said, if you can't protect yourself in boxing, man, either the ref or your corner is going to wind up, you know what I'm saying, calling it quits. And that's what happened, man. That last flurry was, just too much. And it was enough for Kenny Porter to say, you know what, that's it. he's done. We're done. You know what I mean? So can't be mad at the fight because I'm sure not. It was a great fight. It wasn't a bad stoppage, in my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own. I'm sure you guys want to leave in the comments what you think. But moving forward, Spence, Crawford, this fight is going to be huge. I'm talking about huge. Fury Wilder 3 was going to be what it was, but then after the fight, one of the greatest heavyweight, that's how it's going to be for Spence and Crawford when they fight. Talk Nation, stand up as your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And more importantly, share the truth. Peace. Blessings.